Hi everyone, welcome back. So in today's video what we're going to be doing is looking a bit more at borrowing and lending and obviously leveraging crypto to pretty much earn a bit of a cash flow passive income style. I mentioned this the last one or two videos. I've talked about different strategies and things like that. But what I'm going to do is this video here, known permanent loss, and quickly going to follow up on this. This is the position here. Obviously I initially invested roughly $1,000 worth of this token into it. Now the value has dropped, but that's because Sonic in general has dropped in value, so just bear in mind with that. Now, however, in that position though, we've earned $12 off the $1,000. Obviously the APRs have dropped massively since my original video, which was 140% or something like that. But as you can see, the opportunity there to earn. Now again, 49% here is very good considering there's no real and permanent loss whatsoever in it. So you imagine putting in a couple of grand into it, how potentially lucrative it can become, obviously reducing the risks. But again, look, I'm not looking at this. I'm going to show you another position I have opened, and pretty much this is a similar strategy what I'm doing. So here we are over on Sonic, obviously. So I'm at the moment in time I'm on Metropolis. But what we want to do is look at Silo Finance. With Silo Finance, the opportunity here is obviously to leverage your own assets. So obviously I have some Sonic staked in here in one of these positions. I think it's this one. So I have 20,000 Sonic tokens, which is roughly 10, give or take 10 grand worth of value. And with that, what I've done is allowing me to borrow. So you can see here, I've deposited the S into it, and with that, I've borrowed 3,000 SCUSD. This is again, it's just a stablecoin native to the Rings protocol, and one of my big reasons for this, as I mentioned in the video yesterday, is the simple thing of the simple thing of being able to earn the passive points and stuff like that, the Sonic points. So you can see here I'm getting 8x on my Sonic points for the deposit in the S, and obviously as I use the borrowed assets, I can go along and do whatever I want to do with it. Now, I started this yesterday morning. I came out with one position. So just before I go into what I actually done, so I borrowed the $3,000. You can see it, as I mentioned. Where is it there? Borrowed 3,000. And what I did then is I went up to Shadow Finance. Pretty much it's another DEX that allows you to create liquidity and things like that. So I got into this position here, S and Wrapped ETH. One of the big reasons why I'm focusing on S and Wrapped ETH is because if you look at DeFi Llama, if I can quickly see, can I find it here again? Yeah. So if you look at DeFi Llama here and you look at correlation matrix, you can see that S and ETH are very correlated in the market. So obviously in green, 90.96 means, they go up and go down together. And obviously we don't want it to be a case where the one is completely going one way and the other is going the other way and in the red. So, you want to avoid red. Again, if you're not sure what this is, DeFi Llama, scroll down here, correlation, and you can pretty much put different assets in it and you get an idea of how related they are to each other. So obviously here you can see equal in ETH is 0.40 and obviously equal in S is 0.60. So it just gives you an idea of the markets. As I said, you want to be in similar correlated pairs that go up and down together. So with that in mind, I got into this position, and you can easily enough get into it now. I got into it, I think it was narrow range, so I was getting 627% on this. And obviously I was lucky yesterday before the meetings happened, and obviously crypto generally had a bit of a pump. What happened is my position obviously went out of the range to the upside, and I was after generating fees, and I was also after generating, obviously the value in my position was much higher. So just with that in mind, what I ended up doing is I sold my rewards that I generated here from farming it, and obviously I sold the extra dollar value of the position, and I sold it for in total of, I think it was 175. So what I done is with the 175, I put it in over here, and in here you can see it's $177. It's pretty much here is ready. So my plan with this is to grow this position. Obviously the extra benefit again here is that I'm earning points for depositing. So now I'm getting 10x my Sonic points here. And what I'll do is once this starts to grow a bit, I'm getting obviously 15% on it. And as I start earning more, what I'll do eventually is look to repay this position back again. So it's simple enough now. Even looking at that now at the moment, I can change this. I could get out of this position, which is only 10x Sonic points, and put it into this position, which is getting 12x Sonic points and 1.5x on ring points. So I think I will swap these around and put it into this position as well. So with that in mind, it's simple enough process of doing it. So obviously I've used this one. I've used Metropolis. Again, you can see here the percentages in this one. So it's wrapped Sonic and wrapped ETH. You can obviously harvest the Metro and you can MGM tokens, and obviously a breakdown of the TVL. So the TVL, or not the TVL, the APR here in this position, you can see is 5,200, and obviously the trading fees. Just bear in mind with these two positions, and at this moment in time, when you're in this position, your fees are automatically compounded back into your LP. So obviously your LP is going to grow over time. These you can claim straight away whenever you want, and obviously do whatever you want to do. In my scenario here, it's selling to stablecoins straight away. The same is true in this platform. So you're rewarded in X Shadow. So if we look over here, you're rewarded in these X Shadow. Now, X Shadow has a system built in that you can't directly sell X Shadow on the market. You have to convert it to Shadow. Now, obviously, with that here, you have an option. You can vest it for 180 days. You get obviously your full whatever X Shadow is. But if you decide you want to get out right now, you're going to lose 50% of it with a 50% penalty. So just pay close attention to that when you're farming on Shadow and Finance. So with that in mind, what I done is I went over and looked for another place, and we ended up over here. So I got into this position is WAGMI. So some of you are not familiar with it. Daniela on Twitter is very active with it. Obviously with Anon is very heavily linked to it, and the whole lot. So I got into this position with roughly 3,040, give or take. And then remembering, we still have this borrowed capital here, which is 3,000. So obviously even at this moment in time, it's still up another $38, which I can turn around and do whatever I want to do with it. Obviously the range you can see there, and I calculated roughly, obviously based on the APR, it's about $40, give or take, a day in fees. So again, what I'll be doing with that $40 every day, every other day, is pretty much taking them out and selling them and converting them back over here to obviously USDC or SCUSD. Again, maximizing my points. Key thing here is I'm still holding my Sonic bag, not selling that, and also being able to leverage into it to grow overall portfolio a little bit more. So look, if you're interested in learning more of this and the strategies I do, especially on Sonic, let me know in the comments. What I'll do is I set up a Discord group. At the moment there's only a few, 3 or 4 people in total. I only want to keep it small. So if you're interested and you're keen to kind of learn and obviously grow your crypto portfolio, let me know in the comments. What I'll do is I'll send you a link, and from there the link will only work once, so you have to make sure you're fairly active on it to get into it. So yeah, look, we leave it there. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you.